Welcome to another episode of Untold Legends, where we explore the stories found within the world of video games, movies, comic books, and anything in between. Last time in the Mortal Kombat timeline, we covered the story of Kano's Black Dragon crew, the group of characters that Kano depends on to get things done. We covered their origins outside of the main series, their various appearances, and lasting impact among the fanbase.
The Black Dragon died with Kano. You're the last one, Jarek.
Never! This is not a brutality. This is a fatality.
Today we detail one of the coolest looking characters in the entire series, the cybernetic, almost militant force of evil, Cyber Lin Kuei Unit LK9T9, otherwise known as Sektor.
I will shoot no mercy. You are not so fierce. Sektor wins.
Sektor has crossed paths with multiple characters in the series, and has close ties with the likes of the younger Sub-Zero Kuai Liang and Cyrax. Once human and completely devoted to the Lin Kuei, Sektor embraced technology in his role as a stealthy assassin and believed in a cybernetic future for his clan, eventually becoming a red armor-clad robo-warrior armed with multiple weapons such as chest missiles and deadly flamethrowers.
Finish him. Sektor wins. Fatality.
But in a video game series about Shaolin monks, ninjas, sorcerers, and monsters, where did the idea for a mechanical fighter come from? The entire idea behind Sektor started out with the desire to create a ninja-like fighter with haunted armor, and the idea evolved into making the fighter a robot. Several things inspired the idea of Mortal Kombat robots, but what really sparked it was one of the most awkward moments in Mortal Kombat history. In the Mortal Kombat 2 Collector's Edition comic book, Liu Kang and Kung Lao discover the ruins of the destroyed Shaolin Temple, and the younger Sub-Zero Kuai Liang lands in a jet, dressed in a business suit and sunglasses, and then proceeds to introduce himself with a Lin Kuei business card. He also talks about how the Lin Kuei adopted technology long ago, and his brother Bi-Han was stuck in the old ways of the clan. Something completely out of character for Kuai Liang, but this very strange take on the character inspired the idea that the Lin Kuei were embracing modern technology, and it crossed over into the development of Mortal Kombat 3's storyline. Sektor was the first of the robot characters designed, and was temporarily named Cyber Ninja. Before his final name was decided, some failed names included Defcon and Cybot X11. When Cyrax was added as a yellow robot, the pair was nicknamed Ketchup and Mustard, respective to their colors. Eventually the team did settle on the name Sektor for the sole reason that it was the name they hated least. There was absolutely nothing more to it. And their love of pop culture and movies showed when they designed his appearance, taking design elements from the Mandalorian bounty hunter Boba Fett from the Star Wars series for the overall armored look, and the dreadlocks of the Predator. The final appearance of Sektor was born. His outfit during filming was a mix of BMX, motocross, and hockey gear, some duct tape and rubber tubing. The only originally created element for the costume was the helmet. Sektor's first appearance in the series was in the storyline for Mortal Kombat 3, during Shao Kahn's invasion of Earthrealm, but his actual origins stretch back to much earlier in the timeline, behind the scenes. After the original Sub-Zero failed to assassinate Shang Tsung in the original Mortal Kombat, his brother Kuai Liang replaced him during the events of Mortal Kombat 2, and he was sent alongside Smoke to finish the mission. While they were in Outworld, Sektor's father, the Grand Master of the Lin Kuei, had enacted the Cyber Initiative, a program with the intention of turning its warriors into obedient, efficient, literal killing machines. Programmed weapons of destruction, a scheme that almost sparked a civil war within the clan. Those that supported the Cyber Initiative believed that it would remove insubordination and make them more effective. Those that opposed refused to give up their free will, but the power-hungry Lin Kuei Grand Master shed all of his clan's honor and began automation. Sektor was extremely devoted to the Lin Kuei and its ideals, and was the first to volunteer willingly to be converted, while Cyrax was taken by force alongside him, and both of them underwent the painful procedure of becoming Cyber Lin Kuei. Once conversion was completed, Sektor and Cyrax were tested against another converted Lin Kuei, Hydro, and were programmed to kill him without mercy.
Awaiting Phase 2 commencement.
Begin.
Phase 2 sequence initiated.
test was a success. Hydro was dead, and Sektor and Cyrax worked flawlessly as a team. Automation of the rest of the clan proceeded, and dissidents were taken by force. After Liu Kang defeated Shao Kahn in Outworld during the events of Mortal Kombat 2, Sub-Zero and Smoke returned empty-handed, and to their horror discovered that the Grand Master had destroyed the Lin Kuei. Their fellow brothers were now machines programmed to capture runaways. Smoke and Sub-Zero attempted to escape, but Smoke was captured and turned into one of them. Sub-Zero managed to escape and was deemed a traitor. Sektor, Cyrax, and Smoke were all sent to eliminate him, and Shao Kahn invaded Earthrealm during the events of Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy. Shao Kahn had absorbed billions of souls, with the exception of Raiden's chosen heroes, and the Lin Kuei cyborgs, now mostly machine, were also spared. During the invasion, Smoke was the first to find Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero disabled him, reawakened his human soul. Sektor and Cyrax discovered the betrayal and attacked both Sub-Zero and Smoke in a vicious battle. The two cyborgs were completely overwhelmed by the combined force of Sub-Zero and Smoke. Cyrax was disabled in the battle, and Sektor escaped back to the Lin Kuei, having failed his mission and left Cyrax behind. After Liu Kang once again saved Earthrealm from Shao Kahn, Cyrax was discovered stranded in the desert and recovered. The Cyber Lin Kuei repaired him, and Sektor was tasked with monitoring him. The clan noticed something had changed within Cyrax and was considered a possible flight risk. Sub-Zero had actually tampered with Cyrax, and his human side was reawakening. During the events of Mortal Kombat Gold, the Elder God of Death Shinnok had returned, and all the realms were in great danger, but the Cyber Lin Kuei had no interest in the conflict. The cyborgs were sent to track down and destroy Sub-Zero again after their initial failure, but Sektor's programming had become corrupted, and he began forming plans of his own, and Cyrax escaped Sektor's reach. In Sektor's non-canon ending, he tracked down Cyrax and discovered him joining the Outworld Investigation Agency alongside Sonya Blade and Jax after regaining his humanity.
All right, Cyrax. All systems are go. Are you sure you want to go through with this? If this fails, we won't be able to recover your main processor.
We'll lose you for good.
After experiencing the flashbacks in my fight against Shinnok, I realize that my existence is unnecessary unless I can fully recover my human psyche. We must continue with the process.
All right then. I'll begin the scanning process. Sonya, you hit the regeneration switch on my cue.
All set, Jax. Ready on your go.
Sonya, hit the switch on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, power down.
What?
But in the canon version of events, Sektor lost Cyrax and returned to the Lin Kuei after Liu Kang defeated Shinnok, no longer interested in Sub-Zero. When Shang Tsung and Quan Chi joined forces during the events of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and its handheld version, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, he stood before his father, the Grand Master of the Lin Kuei, and murdered him in cold blood. Sektor took the Dragon Medallion from his father, an artifact that enhanced the owner's powers and was a symbol of leadership in the Lin Kuei. But Sub-Zero had returned and challenged the cyborg to combat, and the two fought for the title of Grand Master. Ultimately, Sub-Zero defeated Sektor and took the Dragon Medallion, along with the title of Grand Master. He dismantled the Lin Kuei, relocated it, and reformed it as a force for good. Sektor was now on the run and fled to Japan, determined to create his own clan of warriors loyal to him. He gathered followers and turned them into cybernetic ninja warriors, though not at any level remotely as powerful as his own, to ensure his dominance and control over them. Sektor's plan came to be known as the Takunin, an army of cyborgs believing humanity to be a flaw that needed to be corrected. The Takunin spread in numbers and built a massive warship that caught the attention of Earthrealm Special Forces. During the events of Mortal Kombat Armageddon's Conquest mode, the half-god warrior Taven awakened to begin his quest to defeat Blaze, a creature threatening all the realms. On his journey, he traveled to a temple holding an artifact left for him by his father. Sektor and his Takunin were in the area searching for the power the temple held and demanded answers from Taven.
Sektor to warship. Rendezvous for immediate evac. Grandmaster Sektor, the prisoner is awake. Good. Now I can get the information I need.
What are you?
I will ask the questions. I need to know what you learned from the altar in the temple. What message did you receive? Answer me!
You are going to regret having toyed
Increase
with the
power!
Salvars.
What information did you acquire from the altar?
Grandmaster Sektor, the ship is being attacked! Incoming fighters! Special forces!
Takunin Warship, this is Sonya Blade. You are in violation of the Earthrealm Accord. Surrender immediately or risk annihilation.
Remain at your posts. Initiate code K0NN1H5.
Affirmative.
Taven broke free of his bonds as the Special Forces attacked the warship, and he made his way through hordes of Sektor's men. Special Forces had damaged the warship, and Taven had to find a way out, eventually facing the cyborg face to face.
I have to find some way out of this ship and back to the portal.
You are not leaving until I get all the information I need, even if I have to beat it out of you. Fight! Taven wins.
Sektor did survive the explosion, and shortly after he joined Shinnok's Army of Darkness, fighting for control of Blaze's power to alter all of reality. In his non-canon Mortal Kombat Armageddon ending, Sektor fuses with his fellow cyborg Lin Kuei and becomes an unstoppable monster.
Upon defeating Blaze, the power that surged through Sektor linked him with his fellow cybernetic ninjas, Smoke and Cyrax. Becoming one mind, they were joined in an abomination of flesh and technology. The realms will soon tremble at the coming transformation. All will bow to the new god.
In the canon version of events, he died at the base of the pyramid, like many of the other combatants, leaving Raiden struggling to survive against the might of Shao Kahn, powered by Blaze's defeat, ending the classic timeline. Raiden sent his message to the past and altered the course of history, creating the altered timeline during the events of the original Mortal Kombat. Sektor wasn't involved in the original tournament, but in the altered timeline, the originally human Sektor and Cyrax were both present, arguing about the Lin Kuei cybernetic future, and disgusted to see the Shirai Ryu Scorpion there.
I understand there are benefits to the Grandmaster's plan, but his plan goes against Lin Kuei principles.
We are Lin Kuei, Cyrax. We will obey the Grandmaster's commands.
It means giving up our free will, our souls. It will turn us into...
Scorpion.
Your inferior clan is dead. Soon you will join them.
My clan may walk the earth once more.
A challenge! Scorpion versus Cyrax and Sektor.
Your obsession with Sub-Zero ends here.
Scorpion wins.
Scorpion defeated the team of Sektor and Cyrax and murdered Bihan. the original Sub-Zero. Cyrax had been speaking loudly against the Cyber Initiative, and Sektor was beginning to lose trust in his partner. When Cyrax was tasked with killing Johnny Cage and refused to take his life, Sektor confronted him, and allegiances were thrown to the side.
You were commanded to kill Johnny Cage. You disobeyed.
I eliminated him from the tournament. He didn't need to die.
You have broken your oath.
I used my judgment.
The Cyber Initiative will eliminate insubordination.
We are not machines, Sektor. I chose to serve the Lin Kuei, but I will not surrender my free will.
Cyrax wins.
Tell the Grand Master, I am finished.
No one leaves the Lin Kuei.
Sektor returned to the Lin Kuei, and the Grand Master began the Cyber Initiative. Just like in the original timeline, Sektor and Cyrax were the first to be converted, and they were sent into Outworld to retrieve Smoke and Sub-Zero.
You have disobeyed the directive to remain at the Lin Kuei Temple.
Sektor?
You will return with us to begin your transformation.
You actually did it. You're a cyborg.
We are the Lin Kuei, more stealthful than the night, more deadly than the dawn.
There is great energy nearby.
Ray dude?
They must not take him.
Raiden saved Smoke and permanently altered the future of the timeline. Smoke may have kept his humanity, but Sub-Zero would suffer his fate instead. He was captured by the Lin Kuei to be turned into a cyborg, and Sektor formed an alliance with Shao Kahn for interrupting the tournament in his arena.
Sub-Zero? No!
You cannot save him. Stay here, or they will take you as well.
We request that we may return him to our temple for judgment.
And what do I gain from granting this bold request?
The Lin Kuei's loyalty and service.
Very well. He is yours.
The flow of time has been changed. I spared Smoke this fate, only to watch this new Sub-Zero fall.
No, I will not be turned.
Katana! How is it that Earthrealm ninjas brazenly appear before me when my daughter, Princess of Outworld, was sent to intercept them?
Father,
Begone!
Sub-Zero was successfully turned into a cyborg while Liu Kang defeated Shao Kahn in his own realm, and Shao Kahn prepared to invade Earthrealm. As promised, Sektor was present alongside Kahn's generals and helped them form battle plans to take Earthrealm by force. Unknown to Sektor, Sub-Zero was captured during the invasion and reprogrammed to fight for Earthrealm by its warriors, and the restored Sub-Zero used this to deceive Sektor.
It will not be missed.
Very well. You will return. Report late. Where is the intruder?
I killed him in Earthrealm.
He should have been saved for interrogation.
He was formidable. I had no choice.
Follow me. We must lead a new mission.
What mission brings us here?
I have scanned your neural net 520. Your neuromodulators have been recalibrated.
Impossible.
The experience has been deleted from your system. Remove your access panel. reprogramming has been corrupted.
My soul was corrupted. Now it is cleansed.
Sub-Zero.
Artificial enhancements are no substitute for the human soul.
Sub-Zero extracted information from Sektor's database and shared it with the Earthrealm combatants, but Sektor survived the encounter and led a massive Lin Kuei assault on them as a distraction until the powered-up Sindel could arrive.
So much for standing around.
Attack!
You awake, Smoke. Now do you understand the power of the Grandmaster's vision?
Nightwolf wins.
Sektor and the Lin Kuei were stopped. Sindel was able to kill most of the combatants, and eventually Shao Kahn was defeated by Raiden. With Shao Kahn defeated, Sektor no longer had the duty of serving him, and returned to lead the Lin Kuei under his rule.
It was time to replace his father. In a bold attack, Sektor smashed through a company of Lin Kuei guards as he pushed toward the Grandmaster's chamber. There he found his father waiting. The Grandmaster warned him that wearing the Dragon Medallion brought much power, but at a cost. Sektor ignored the warning and slew his father, whose soul burst from his body and flew into the medallion. Sektor had finally seized control of the Lin Kuei.
For the events of Mortal Kombat X and the resurrection of Shinnok, Sub-Zero was taken by Quan Chi, painfully torn apart and recreated as a human under his control, but he was eventually freed from Quan Chi's sorcery and determined to take back the Lin Kuei from Sektor. Sub-Zero tracked down the new Lin Kuei headquarters to an underground structure deep within China. He broke in and fought his way through multiple cyber Lin Kuei, attempting to capture him, but discovered Sektor's horrific plans. Not only had he turned the Lin Kuei into cyborgs, he had also been cloning them to create an even larger army. Sub-Zero did get overpowered by a massive amount of cyber Lin Kuei, and was delivered to their master Sektor for judgment. An enraged Sektor sent a rocket-powered punch into Sub-Zero and demanded answers from him. Sub-Zero had injected a virus into the Lin Kuei neural network, and Sektor demanded to know what it would do. Sub-Zero broke free, and the virus finished its work. It had disabled the slaving protocols that Sektor had put into place, the directives that kept the original cyber Lin Kuei enslaved to his will, but the cloning process made those directives obsolete. But Cyrax had regained his free will, and turned on Sektor and attacked. Sektor defended himself from the traitors with his intense flame attacks that burned at 3,000 degrees, and his cloned Lin Kuei came to back him up. But Sub-Zero had always been holding back, and unleashed the full potential of his skills. He sliced off Sektor's arms, and separated his head from his body, with his bare hands. The threat of Sektor was seemingly over, and the cloned Cyber Lin Kuei submitted, waiting for a replacement Grandmaster. They immediately chose Cyrax as the new Grandmaster, Sektor's second in command, but Cyrax knew the Lin Kuei were a shadow of their former selves. The clan that him and Sub-Zero were devoted to no longer existed. He activated his self-destruct mechanism to bring the entire structure down and encouraged Sub-Zero to recreate the clan with a clean slate. Sub-Zero made his way out unharmed by the explosion and reformed the clan, as he promised he would. He had also taken Sektor's cybernetic head and studied the contents of its memories, and discovered the secrets of the Lin Kuei, realizing that they had lost their way long ago, making a deal with Quan Chi to destroy the Shirai Ryu. And the Lin Kuei were also responsible for the needless murder of Scorpion's family. Scorpion met with his longtime foe Hanzo Hasashi and shared Sektor's memories with him to end the conflict between their two clans.
For years, I had thought you had unfairly blamed the Lin Kuei for the deaths of your family and clan. But Sektor's cyber-preserved memories revealed the truth.
The Lin Kuei need to abide their agreements, Sektor. The Grand Master gave Shinnok his word.
Shinnok's currency is lies,
as is yours.
Payment is due. I exterminated the Shirai Ryu as promised.
Hanzo Hasashi lives. He's your Spectre Scorpion.
I created Scorpion from Hasashi's soul after he died. We observed the agreement.
The letter, not the spirit. You are owed nothing.
Had I known of my clan's complicity in the Shirai Ryu's extinction, our history would be different.
Sektor's death kept him from participating in the events of Mortal Kombat X, but during the events of Mortal Kombat 11, Shinnok's mother Kronika worked to change the timeline and create her new perfect era, without Raiden or anyone to interfere with her plans. To do this, she needed an army to protect her while she prepared to craft her new universe. One of the warriors she pulled from the past was Sektor, alongside Shao Kahn and the others.
I now have the energy to re-sculpt the sands of time. The Netherrealm's undead army will protect the keep as I work. Shao Kahn, when will you deliver the Outworld army?
Soon. It will be mine once Kotal is killed.
And what is your progress, Sektor?
The Cyberlin factory is modified to your specifications. Production exceeds projections.
The resurrected Sektor was promised a place in the new era and began the Cyber Initiative again. He took control of the decommissioned Cyber Lin Kuei factory and kidnapped Sub-Zero's new Lin Kuei from their temple. He turned them into cyborgs and began building an army for Kronika. Sub-Zero called upon Hanzo Hasashi to help him, and Hanzo agreed, having built a friendship with Sub-Zero and knew that Sektor would also be a threat to his clan. Sub-Zero was forced again to see his clan vanish in front of him at Sektor's hands.
We'll avenge your clan.
Cyrax had also been pulled from the past and worked alongside the Lin Kuei Frost that volunteered to be converted. Hanzo and Sub-Zero battled Cyrax, Frost, and Sub-Zero's brother Noob Saibot, who was also aligned with Kronika. Just like when Sub-Zero had originally stopped the Cyber Lin Kuei, he was able to turn Cyrax, but Sektor had been warned of his partner's betrayal.
Frost warned me that you two would become allies. I did not think you capable of such dishonor, Sub-Zero.
Sektor is mine. I've taken your head once, Sektor. I will do it again.
The past you know is no longer set. The Cyber Lin Kuei will usher in Kronika's new era.
The Cyber Lin Kuei are finished.
Sektor was disabled, and Cyrax shut down the entire Cyber Lin Kuei factory. But Sektor was too valuable of an ally, and Kronika had his body retrieved for Kano to repair. His Black Dragon clan had unbelievable technological resources, but it wouldn't come cheap.
Can you restore him?
There's some frame damage. Circuitry looks good. Looks like someone did a software wipe. Fixing that won't come cheap.
Once he is repaired, can he be replicated? Hundreds of times. Thousands.
That's a tall order. But anything's possible. With the right help.
Serve Kronika, and she will provide.
Take the deal. Trust me.
Kano from the past and the present-day Kano pooled their resources together and successfully repaired and upgraded Sektor's body into a more powerful form. His new body was used to replicate the Cyber Lin Kuei in his image. Cyber Lin Kuei were sent in to attack the Special Forces base, where Johnny Cage, Sonya, and many of Earthrealm's heroes were bunkered down, but the resourceful Johnny Cage fought back in defense.
Take her. Send another extraction vehicle.
You won't be online long enough for your friends to make it, Tinhead.
Johnny Cage. Cyrax defeated you when you were younger and stronger. As I am his superior, I am yours.
You're forgetting the time I beat Shinnok mano a mano. Oh, wait. You were dead when that happened. Damn, I'm good. Go back to the 90s. Who's next?
Sektor was beaten, even in his upgraded body, and Kano escaped with the Cyber Lin Kuei and his Black Dragon support. But the ruthless criminal activated Sektor's self-destruct sequence, an explosive powerful enough to level the entire base.
Let's go get them.
Anyone else hear that beeping?
Have I arrived too late?
You're back in the nick of time.
And that was the final end of Sektor. But the Cyber Lin Kuei survived without him and were still under Kronika's control. Their cybernetic troops were combined with the ranks of Netherrealm forces, but the Cyber Lin Kuei suffered their ultimate defeat in combat on the way to Kronika's stronghold. After Liu Kang returned to his former self and was elevated into godhood, he defeated Kronika and was given the responsibility of recreating a better universe, free from Kronika's influence at the end of Mortal Kombat 11. But Liu Kang's new era would have its own threats that arise, and only time will tell if Sektor and his Cyber Lin Kuei will rise to power once again.
Sektor wins. Fatality!
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button with all of your strength. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on social media or go into my community tab for updates. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel directly on Patreon. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.